hagod at tama.
Pero iba pa rin dito sa atin.
Dito?
Para sa tunay na matibay, tibay Tanduay.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are, where dreams unfold, and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story, belong here.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Ang biggest role ko, maging kasangga ng mga manggagawa. Magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihina. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak obra.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood.
Ayabot! Ayabot! Ayabot!
I love you.
Blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure. Love is absolute.
Ayabot!
Ang hari may angking galing. Ang hari nasa puso ang lakas. Ang hari may kakaibang tapang. Andito na ang bagong Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis ng dating, bangis ng sarap, bangis ng kagat. Leon Extra Strong Beer. Tikman ang bangis ng Leon sa bangis mong Leon.
Pagod na, Mi.
Ako nga gutom na eh.
Daming ganap, no? Kaya feeling low. Load up with Vitamilk.
Running 4 rounds!
Running away!
Loaded sa protein energy.
Ilang flavors kaya mo?
Unahan sa 8!
Double choco? Strawberry? Ube!
Loaded sa sarap.
Hirap pag-memorize sa script.
Vitamilk muna?
Loaded with Omega Nutri Plus.
Word? May word pa.
Ay, si Inspired.
Load up with Vitamilk.
We're continuing action from the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila as we bring you the fifth and main game of your Saturday 5-game set here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. In your game at hand, it will be PNB, Philippine National Bank, staking their undefeated record against ETON Century Park Hotel, split their first two assignments this season. Diego da Paz, Coach Jonkay de Guzman bringing you the action from courtside as we continue action with our final game of the day between these two squads. Both of these teams coming off victories. First, let's talk about itong PNB Coach Jonkay.
Yes, so ito si PNB who's currently tied for first and looking to join Philippine Airlines and the defending champions Cobra Rise in the 3-0 ranking. So Philippine National Bank won their last game against against PMFTC 85-71. They shot 47 from the field, 53 rebounds, 18 of those coming 18 coming from the offensive rebounds, then 20 second chance points and 44 points in the paint itong si PNB. Their top performer was Christopher De La Cruz, who had 11 points, 15 rebounds and 2 assists.
Ayan, so that's PNB. You know, so far, so good sa kanilang first two outings here this season. And then now let's talk about itong Eton Century Park Hotel. You know, after dropping their initial assignment this season, bouncing back big against Lufthansa Technique with that 3-point victory.
Yeah, so in their last game, close match won by Eton Sentries. They shot 35% from the field, 34 luckily. Even though they shot 34 of 48 from the free throw line, they had 20 assists and na-compensate yung free throw shooting with bench points. So they got 37 bench points. So top performer was Arwin Albano, who had 22 points, 19 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Yeah, so impressive performance there from Albano to lead the way para dito sa Eton Century Park Hotel. So will we see PNB continue their 3-game winning streak, or will we see Eton Century Park Hotel, you know, begin to rise to the occasion as the season rolls on? Now let's send it over to our Coliseum announcer to introduce the starters for both PNB and Eton Century Park Hotel.
And now, for your final match this Saturday for game week number 3, the battle between Philippine National Bank versus your Eton Century Park Hotel. Let's meet the starters from both teams, beginning with your PNB. At guard number 45, Jose Victor Imperial. At guard number 13, Clarence Serdan. Forward number 77, John Luwal. At 6, Jeffrey Rivera. And at center, number 20, Christopher De La Cruz. Head coach, Roel Casa. And now for your Eton CPH. At point guard number 5, Matthew Querido. At the 2 guard number 7, Mitchell Jason Tan. Small forward number 10, Keenan Yap. At the 4 spot, number 12, Ramon Alejo. And the man in the middle, number 21 at center, Arwin Albano. Head coach, Michael Tan. Your game officials for this match from your Goal Referee Association. Crew Chief, Manuel Binondo. Umpire 1, Roylan Moja.
Starting 5s on your screens right now. And it's brought to you by Tanduay Athletics. For PNB, they start with Sardenia, Rivera, De La Cruz, Imperial, and Dualhati. For Eton Century Park Hotel, it's Querido, Yaptan, Alejo, and Albano. So an interesting matchup na nakikita ko dito would be involving itong si Mitchell Tan, one of the top two-way guards for Eton Century Park Hotel, versus trying to recall yung key guard dito para sa PNB. I believe that is to si Bernard Para or check that to si JV Imperial. There we go. Eton Century Park Hotel with their immaculate white, while PNB wearing their dark blue kits. We are underway with our main game of the day. PNB trying to get win number 3 in as many games, and Jemar Lualhati straight away with that 3-pointer.
Casual 3-pointer for Lualhati. Parang hindi siya na-challenge dun sa top of the key 3-pointer na yun.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Yap swings it to Mitchell Tan. Now they give it up here to Arwin Albano. And by the way, for Eton Century Park Hotel, hindi ko nakita today ang kanilang how do you say, si Chef Raymond Chua. He's not suited up for today's game. And nasabi nga sa ni Coach Mactan during their opening day loss na mukhang nagre-recover pa si Chef from a knee injury.
So hindi pa 100% talaga even though he's playing.
Exactly. 8:47 remaining here in the first quarter. And it's a 3-2 start for PNB. Jemar Lualhati setting up the table here for PNB. Now in the hands of Clarence Sardenia. Now they feed the ball down low. Rivera, extra pass, and Christopher De La Cruz gets the end one opportunity.
Good interior passing for PNB. Nag-ball watch lahat once na-hit yung initial post player. Tapos may extra pass to Christopher De La Cruz.
Mon Alejo, forced to give up that foul. Bonus free throw rolls in for Christopher De La Cruz. So impressive start here for PNB after going down 0-2. Biglang marangkada na sila. They lead by 4 at the moment. And on the fast break, the finish courtesy of Clarence Sardenia, forcing Coach Mactan to this timeout at 8:14 here in the first period. And this timeout is brought to you by Modern Fox. Action continues here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. PNB opening up an 8-2 lead, forcing Coach Mactan to call the timeout. The jumper is an air ball for Jay Yap. So I'm curious how itong si Arwin Albano will be able to fill out yung void left by Chef Raymond Chua. That's a traveling violation called against Philippine National Bank, and it's on Christopher De La Cruz. Kasi si Chef Raymond, we've covered him in previous leagues kasi kita natin very mobile kasi siya down low eh. Pero with the initial appearance for me kay Arwin Albano, he's a little less mobile.
Pero he has so far, itong si Arwin Albano has no problem filling up the stat sheet. And I don't see any problems with Arwin Albano filling up the void na iniwan ni Chef Raymond Chua because as mentioned earlier, itong si Arwin Albano can rack it up and at the same time dominate the boards dahil naka 22 points, 19 rebounds and 2 blocks siya in his previous game. So very qualified itong si Arwin Albano.
A great ball movement there, hitting the corner to Jay Yap this time around, making that 3-point
mukhang siya talaga yung pinapagana nitong si Coach Mactan because of the timeout, siya yung initial option dun sa ATO.
Alright, it's a 3 in the key for PNB at mukhang they're starting to get a little bit frustrated at this point.
At the same time, that was a good timeout for Coach Mactan who was able to get the points out of it. At the same time, may mga stops din. Nag-iba yung defense ng ETON coming out of that timeout.
6:32 remaining here in the first. Now PNB setting up the table here. Jemar Luwalhati feeds the ball to JV Imperial and the jumper is good. Christopher De La Cruz extending his range and not just, staying inside the shaded lane.
Yes, yung range nandun eh. Tsaka simple face baskets, little creation, little separation lang yung ginawa ni Christopher De La Cruz dun.
And now, Philippine National Bank on the attack. And the shot missed by, that was Ron Rivera. But on the reset, nakasungkit pa ng foul itong PNB. So fresh entry into the ball game here for Moises Teñoso. There will be 2 shots now for Clarence Sardenia.
Ito si Clarence Sardenia, Diego, is kumbaga parang high flyer na he likes going to the basket tapos may mga athletic finish. Kinda reminds me of actually, it reminds me of Joey Mente if you're familiar. Na parang same style of play din. They likes going to the basket tapos very athletic, may hang time finish.
Okay, may isa pa akong naalalang player. Tapos ngayon coach na rin siya. Si Egay Billones.
Yeah.
Oo, di ba? Or even yung si Tora Jimwell Torion.
Yeah.
Yun ang mga ganong archetype niya, no?
Correct.
And now, Philippine National Bank trying to go on the offensive here. Sardenia. Nice feed inside to a cutting Ron Rivera, who misses that close-range shot. Rivera gets the rebound and tapped last by Moises Teñoso.
As you could see, Diego, yung naging adjustment ni Eton Century Park is once the ball is hit sa post, nagko-collapse yung defense. Parang biniblitz nila yung ball handler sa loob.
Oo. Rivera misses that shot from close range and pushing foul called against, that was Ron Rivera. 5:05 left here in the first quarter. Yap swings it. Now they go to the corner to Jay Yap. Extra pass, Mitchell Tan misses that three short, but we know he couldn't make those shots. But Mitchell Tan gets his own rebound and drives to the basket for the score.
Yes, Mitchell Tan, dangerous once na nakakuha ng buwelo yan. And he likes really going downhill.
Oh yes. One of the most active players I've seen, especially in leagues 40 up. Now Jay Yap gets a steal on De La Cruz. Yap attacking, spins, makes an extra pass. One dribble pull-up, three-pointer, and that is a bad closeout on that Matthew Querido three-point attempt. And I believe itong si Christopher De La Cruz already in foul trouble this early. So De La Cruz already, I think, that's just the second foul.
Wala pa, hindi pa.
Wala pa. So nahihirapan nahihirapan itong Eton Century Park Hotel. Matthew Querido. Third try, makes it to tie the ball game at 10-all. Four minutes and 15 left. And nilabas na ito si Clarence Sardenia, and he is replaced by Nestor Ramos. 14 to shoot. They dump the ball down low to De La Cruz, and a holding foul called against Moises Teñoso.
So itong CPNB looking to involve their bigs really early. Yung sets nila, yung initiation is yung action actually would go through the post.
Shot clock at 14 with 4 minutes to play in the first, and the steal completed. But a counter steal by PNB results in that Ron Rivera floater.
Finally, it pays off for Rivera, who's been very aggressive in attacking the basket.
Ball will stay with Eton Century Park Hotel with 17 on their shot clock. Now they go to Jay Yap. Yap still with the leather. Now Mitchell Tan directing traffic. Kita mo, there's physicality down low.
And talagang hinahanap si Arwin Albano, who usually doesn't get the ball na direct post. He attacks from the outside talaga eh. Downhill lang diskarte itong si Arwin Albano. So from there,
so face up siya, no?
Face up, yes, pero mas more on siya. Kumbaga isolation play na he attacks from the outside and creates from there. Not specifically just for himself, pero to set up his teammates also.
Mitchell Tan, quick three, bang, bang, boom! Eton Century Park Hotel with the lead, 13-12, with 3 minutes and 20 left in the first. Ramos sends it out to Luwalhati. Luwalhati gets the ball back. Ramos, elbow three. Will go through. Albano with the rebound. Now Mitchell Tan pushing the pace. It's 4-on-3. The drive and kick to the corner. No good. Now here comes PNB on the run. And Ramos gets held by Tenyoso. I believe that's his second personal foul. Ito na nga, mukhang itong PNB parading their endless line of centers.
Yeah.
Kitang-kita mo the size. Parang it will be punishing to face a team like this. Luwalhati open for three. Misses. Moises Tenyoso with the rebound. Now Mitchell Tan surveying the floor. Shot clock at 16. Mitchell Tan straight away three. Uno, dos, tres.
Back-to-back threes for Mitchell Tan, who has been not really looking for points in their first two games. Pero this time, mas aggressive siya to start our ball game.
I mean, after all, Mitchell Tan is never gun shy from the leagues that I've covered him and when he was playing. Now Ramos attacking. Trapped in the corner. Felipe, series of fakes to the finish. And nakita mo kagad, Arwin Albano says, my bad.
Nanggigil siya eh.
Oh. Down to the last 2 minutes of the first period. Now ETON Century Park Hotel up by 2. Mitchell Tan! Trifecta of threes! Ich, ni, san!
If this goes on for Mitchell Tan, it's gonna be hard for PNB to sustain their 2-0 mark in the standings.
And not only that, siya yung magiging ano natin, PNB best three-point shooter of the game. That's a backcourt violation on Philippine National Bank. 5-point ball game in favor of ETON. Mitchell Tan, hat-trick of 3-pointers. It will be hard-pressed for Coach Mactan to pull him out now. Pero nga lang, kita mo, Mitchell Tan is still, playing the point.
Yeah.
Pero kita naman natin na he has the ability to put baskets in bunches, as we see a traveling violation called against Moises Tenyoso. And now quickly, Coach Mactan will send in a shock trooper to replace Mitchell Tan. So mukhang bibigyan siya ng konting breathing room.
Yeah, quick breather.
Oo. So si Matthew Carrido returns to the ball game. Minute and 9 left. Corner 3, Ramos overshoots the mark. De Leon with the rebound. Now Querido pushing the place. They try to go down low. And again, Arwin Albano. So, admitting to that miscue, and he will take a seat on the bench for a while, possibly for the rest of this quarter. So right now, Coach Mactan signaling to his players that they have 2 fouls to give this quarter. De La Peña. Oh, and that nearly was another backcourt violation for PNB. Open 3 on the way.
Nag-extend na kasi Diego yung defense ni ETON. They're closing out hard on the ball handlers once ma-reverse, naka-hard close out sila. And the same time, kinaklag nila yung paint para hindi rin ma-hit yung bigs ng PNB.
Another corner 3. San. This time that is Matthew Querido knocking down a triple, and ETON will use up their fouls to give. And
so that's their last foul to give, Diego.
Yes. It's like they're going to bring out someone to give up that foul. So they bring out John Dave Angeles. Oh, so ETON Century Park Hotel already.
So they're in the penalty na pala, Diego. I thought it was a foul to give.
Yun, so nagkamali pala si Coach Mac too. Oh, so there's going to be a review.
If it's a take foul or not. Is that what they're reviewing, Diego?
Let's see. We'll We'll find out. So we'll find out shortly kung ano yung verdict ng ating referees. Oh, so they upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. There we go. Parang
okay.
I'm trying to decipher whether it's criteria 1 or criteria 4.
Regardless, it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Exactly. Oh.
So, yeah, with the new rule changes, regardless if there's no harm intended, you need to go for the ball when fouling someone.
Oh, and there's one more thing I found out recently about apparently you can't roll the ball anymore. Tapos you just leave it on the floor to waste clock. Apparently parang may bagong rule on that, which we will talk about more later as we're down to the last 5 seconds. Here's the attack by Ramos. And that will be 2 shots already. That's a foul given up by Kenneth Saavedra. 2 free throws on the way here for Nestor Ramos. 1.9 seconds remaining. Ramos hitting the first of 2. Splash.
Yeah.
So out of 2 for Ramos. De Leon quickly. Querido from half court. Good. Had it gone in. But at the end of 1, ETON Century Park Hotel 22, Philippine National Bank 18, as we take a look at our highlights from the first quarter of play. Coach Junkay, your thoughts on the action so far?
Yeah, good start for PNB utilizing their bigs. Looks like they were going to cruise in the first quarter against itong si ETON, pero after that early timeout by Coach Mactan, ETON was able to manage yung offensive sets nitong si PNB, and at the same time nangyari si Mitchell Tan. That's why they're in the lead by 4 to end the first quarter.
We'll be back with more action from the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are, where dreams unfold, and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story. Belong here. In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more.
This is the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025, and the second quarter of action in this battle between PNB and ETON Century Park Hotel is brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila. Baseline drive here for De La Peña, and throws the ball away, resulting in that turnover to start the period. And now Century Park Hotel, ETON Century Park Hotel will get possession and the 4-point lead as well. Once again, this is Yago Dapas, joined by Coach Junkay de Guzman, as we bring you continuing action in day number 3 of competition in this battle between PNB, which is taking their unblemished record against the 1-1 Century Park Hotel, ETON. So, Coach Junkay, let's take a look at quickly at some of the numbers from the first quarter of play. PNB and ETON Century Park Hotel both shooting well. PNB 40%, ETON shooting 50%.
Yes, and very impressive is the 55% for the 3-point shooting ni Eton Century Hotel, who shot 5 out of 9 in the first quarter. So that's easily 15 points from the 3-point line. That's why they're up by 4, even though they were down early in the game. So akala natin mag-cruise na lang tong si PNB to build a marginable lead in the first quarter. Pero yun nga, yung 3-point shooting ni Eton Century is what kept them alive and gave them the lead eventually to end the first.
Mitchell Tan already with 11 points, including a trifecta of threes in a row. So 3 out of 4 na siya from beyond the arc. Other players shooting threes, atong si Matthew Querido late in the first quarter, as well as Jay Yap.
Yeah.
He made the first 3 of the ball game for Eton Century Park Hotel.
Querido, who was fouled shooting a 3-pointer, wasn't able to convert all of those 3 shots, pero eventually made a 3-pointer. Baka yung groove niya, nakuha niya, yung rhythm niya dun sa free throw attempts niya because of that foul.
Or more like yung actually he only shot 1 out of 3 from that
1 out of 3 lang
from that sequence. And right now our officials, they're conferring with the last sequence. Okay, so it's an unsportsmanlike foul called against PNB's Bernard Para. So let's take a look at that play one more time. Wanted away the ball, away something that happened away from the basketball. Oh, so when he extended that leg, resulting in Moises Tenyoso crashing to the floor.
So may mix up pa kung sino yung magte-take ng free throw from that unsportsmanlike foul.
So Tenyoso at the free throw line, short on the first. So Tenyoso 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So during this season, itong Eton Century Park Hotel, they're shooting 60.3% from the free throw line as a team. 9.5 remaining here in the second period. Isidro. Now they go to Nestor Ramos. Christian Peñaflor. Back to Ramos. Strokes the 3. Couldn't get it to drop. Now here comes the attack by Rambo Garcia. Nice find to Mon Alejo, but missing in transition. And that was a wasted opportunity for Eton Century Park Hotel.
Different kind of zone in that previous possession for Eton defensively. Parang kakaibang zone. So they're running a 3-2 zone, pero once nasa taas yung reversal, kinaklag nila yung taas.
13 to shoot here for PNB. They drop the ball inside, but John Isidro throws it away. Now Querido setting the play here for Eton Century Park Hotel. Stops and pops for 3. Yes, sir-ree. Just like that, it's a 26-18 lead, an 8-point advantage for Eton Century Park Hotel.
And the 6th 3-pointer for Eton.
Oh yes. So come halftime, mukhang that's one of the numbers we'll be checking out for. So in total field goals, 3-point field goals, as well as I think we are going to also take a look at the turnovers as well. And that's another triple, this time for Jemar Lualhati.
So during that previous possession, there was more space for PNB to rotate the ball and at the same time look for their shot kasi nag-iba yung look ng zone as compared to the previous plays where kinaklag ng Eton Century yung wings ng PNB.
Shot clock down to 2. The fall away jumper won't go in for John Dave Angeles. Play continues now for PNB. Jemar Luwalhati finds a seam, uses glass. Pero sabi, sarado ang bangko.
Yeah.
Second try here for PNB and they throw it away. Querido tried to thread the needle pero nawalan ng balance. Etong si John Rambo Garcia. Helter-skelter sequence here. Now PNB with possession. Luwalhati drops it off. Lefty layup won't go in for Kimbert Felipe. Wow, that was a mouthful.
Yeah. Very tiring for you, Diego.
Oh yeah, pero nga lang, again, there's no more fun na work than being a basketball commentator.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, like, all you're going to do is to, tell everyone a story. Tell everyone, let's say, how good a Mitchell Tan is.
Yes, and let's see if he could sustain that hot shooting from the first quarter itong si Mitchell Tan.
So yeah, that was about a good 3 to 4 game minutes of Mitchell Tan on the bench. And now they bring back in their big man. Itong si Arwin Albano as well. So Albano got some contact there and wincing a bit in pain.
Yeah. Nag-fishing expedition dun si Albano and nakahuli naman, nakabingwit. And now he's going to the free throw line.
So Albano at the free throw line for a pair. First of 2 down. PNB already with 2 team fouls this quarter. A shade under 7 minutes remaining. And Albano makes 1 out of 2. Now PNB down 6 at the moment. This one an exciting battle to close out the day. They give it back here to Jemar Luwalhati. Extra pass. Adrian Arcaya splashes in the triple to make this a 3-point ball game. Mitchell Tan and Albano got his pocket pick. Now here comes Jemar Luwalhati. And praise be for that layup.
Very nonchalant yung mga galaw nitong si Luwalhati. You could say na kontra-tempo.
Oh, exactly. And that is what's scary for someone who knows how to change his tempo, knows how to change his speed.
It's kumbaga
It's an art now.
Tsaka usually people who could control the game are the ones that are fast.
Yon.
Pero ang nakakatakot kunyari yung non-athletic or hindi mabilis yung nagko-control ng laro. It means that they're using their smarts to control the game. And itong si Luwalhati is one of those.
Great recovery by PNB and a nice find underneath for Jemar Luwalhati. Now Mitchell Tan. His quick hitter attempt and a missed layup for Jay Yap. But a second try missed by Mon Alejo. And it's a 5-on-4. Oh, and what a block from the big man Arwin Albano. Mon Alejo will check out, replaced by Rolando Bautista. 5:15 left here in the second. Baseline inbound for Luwalhati. Luwalhati sends it to Arcaya. Couldn't duplicate that 3-point feat earlier. Rivera, baseline drive, and it's a 3 in the key for PNB.
Masyadong nag-intay yung bigs ng PNB kung ano yung gagawin ni Rivera in that previous possession. Nag-end up, they were called for a 3-second violation.
Yap, surveying the floor. They give it to the big guy, Arwin Albano. Yap misses the 3. Jemar Luwalhati with the rebound. Now Luwalhati driving the right lane. Series of moves. Luwalhati fades, fires, but could only manage an air ball.
But you could see the impact of Luwalhati in this game. When he went to the bench, medyo nag-struggle yung offense si PNB and ETON was able to make a run and get the lead. Pero now that he's back in the game, nag-iba ulit yung pace ng laro ni PNB and now they're just only down by 1.
7 to shoot. Mitchell Tan feeds it to the left wing, and that jumper is pure for Kenneth Saavedra. Jemar Luwalhati, extra pass to the corner, 3 ball, no good for Imperial. Now Luwalhati takes it himself, also a miss. Albano hauls down the rebound, and that could have been a turnover.
Yeah, almost a turnover there for Albano.
Now Mitchell Tan, 13 to shoot, sends it to the corner. Jumper won't go in for Kenneth Saavedra. Now Jemar Luwalhati gets a foul from Kenneth Saavedra.
So first team foul for ETON Century Park Hotel.
Matthew Querido returns to the game, replacing Kenneth Saavedra. 3:38 remaining. Rivera turns, fires, misses. Mitchell Tan scoping. 17 to shoot. Mitchell Tan sends it to the corner. Lefty 3 on the way. But that was a miss for Rolando Bautista. Mitchell Tan gets their board. Tan misses. Second try goes to Arwin Albano.
Different look for Arwin Albano in this game. Usually he gets his baskets from isolation situations, pero ngayon more on off-ball ang laro ni Arwin Albano.
16 to shoot. Luwalhati for 3 and he gets fouled. Rolando Bautista, the culprit on that closeout.
Parang nasobrahan sa closeout din si Bautista, challenging the shot of Luwalhati.
So that's 3 shots here for Jemar Luwalhati so far this season. Philippine National Bank shooting 71.1% from the free throw line. League best.
Yeah, league best. And I was about to say, Diego, me and Brian were talking last week on ano yung percentage, free throw percentage dapat ng isang team for you to be able to win a game or at least give yourself a chance to win the game. Dapat talaga nasa 65 to 70+% yung actually 75 nga, around 70 nga para safe talaga. And you could see why Philippine National Bank is one of the teams that are on the top is because of their league leading free throw percentage.
But right now PNB down 3 against ETON Century Park Hotel, and it's not the free throw shooting, but it is more on the 3-point shooting.
Yes.
16 on the shot clock. Yep. Swings it to Mitchell Tan. Now they go to the corner. 12 on the shot clock. Baseline floater won't go in for Matthew Querido, and we have a whistle on the floor.
So go ahead,
Go.
No, another one who's been silent so far for PNB because of his foul trouble, itong si De La Cruz, no? Who started the game pretty well. I think he scored at least 4 points, 4 early points, but due to foul trouble, had to hit the bench. Now he's reinserted in the game, pero parang hindi pa siya nahanap ng teammates niya.
Yeah, 2 personal fouls already on Christopher De La Cruz. And Jemar Luwalhati ties the ball game at 33. Knocking down that triple. 2 minutes and 16 left here in the second quarter. And this timeout is brought to you by Modern Fox. 2 minutes and 14 left before we hit the halftime break. Coach Mactan burning his final timeout of the first half. And the step through to the finish, courtesy of Matthew Querido. Check that, that's Moises Teñoso. And it's back to a 2-point lead for ETON Century Park Hotel. Isidro to Ron Rivera. Rivera attacks. And that was the last foul to give for ETON Century Park Hotel this quarter. They try to go inside, but ETON Century Park Hotel with the tap out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. De La Cruz, eye in the sky, and there is a foul called one more time on Moises Teñoso. And Teñoso already with two fouls. First free throw is short for John Isidro.
So far, Diego, as outside Luwalhati, very stagnant itong si PNB. I mean, in terms of their offense. Like, if walang masyadong ball movement na nangyayari or movement among their players, very stagnant. That's why it's just easy for ETON Century to stay in their spots. At the same time, parang nakaparada lang sila.
Oh. And now, if you look at the ETON Century Park Hotel, the way that their offense has been dynamic, that last basket by Mitchell Tan as well. That's why they're holding on to this 4-point lead. Let's see, there's a lot of, they're just staying in their spots. No, not much movement without the basketball for Philippine National Bank.
As compared to itong si ETON Century, they're reversing the ball. Tapos pagka-reverse ng ball, na-recognize nila na nagsiswing na yung defense. Doon naman sila mag-dribble and attack the basket.
Oo. Oh, so I think PNB is already in the penalty. After that last foul.
Some confusion.
Yeah, there's some confusion in terms of the team foul count. But looks like
warning pa lang.
Yes. So that was the last foul to give.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yeah. Baseline jumper. A little too strong there for Matthew Querido. It's a 3-on-2 for Philippine National Bank. They feed the ball down low. Jemar Luwalhati gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way. And a chance for Philippine National Bank to draw closer once again as Luwalhati. And you saw there, Jay Yap giving up that foul. And I think the old adage is that if your back is facing your defender, it's going to be an automatic foul, and there is a dribbling violation called on Arwin Albano. And we got another timeout on the floor, this time called by Philippine National Bank with 38.8 seconds remaining in the second. This timeout is brought to you by Modern Fox.
Oh, baby.
This is the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. We're down to the final 38.8 seconds of the second quarter. This is your fifth and main game of the 5-game slate today. ETON Century Park Hotel trying to hike their record to 2 wins in their last 3 outings, but in their way is the undefeated Philippine National Bank with a 2-0 record. 24 seconds remaining. Querido feeds Yap. Yap attacks. Kicks it out to Mitchell Tan at the corner. Shot clock down to 15. Tan with the isolation play. 1 second difference between game and shot clock. Tan makes his move forward to shoot. Drops it down low and misdirection, and the find underneath for Moises Teñoso for the basket. That was a smart move from Mitchell Tan, as well as a cutting Moises Teñoso. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half of action. Coach Yungkay.
Yes, in the first quarter, PNB was started to dominate ETON through hitting the ball in the post, which was negated or kumbaga na-manage nitong si ETON. And then Mitchell Tan happened. He kept them afloat, gave them the lead. For PNB naman, they kind of struggled in the second quarter, pero good thing itong si Jemar Luwalhati happened, and then Mitchell Tan's dominance died down sa scoring, pero in terms of his point guard duties, that's why na-manage pa rin niya itong lead nitong si ETON Century Park Hotel.
And we'll be back with halftime stats, analysis, and a whole lot more on the other side of this break.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are, where dreams unfold, and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story. Belong here.
Ako, ngayon pa talaga.
Pag magaan ang samahan, laging maaasahan. Sabayan pa ng swabe at magaang inumin, Tanduay Light, gaan ng may kasama.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The right hydration matters.
To perform.
To win.
To rise.
With Summit Natural Drinking Water.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration with the right minerals. Rise to the summit.
Anak, kumusta ka na dyan sa barko?
Ito, pagod, pero kaya pa rin.
Ang tunay na matibay, Tanduay ang tagay. 170 years nang nagbibigay ng swabing hagod at tama.
Pero iba pa rin dito sa atin.
Dito?
Para sa tunay na matibay, tibay Tanduay.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Ang biggest role ko, maging kasangga ng mga manggagawa. Magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihida. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak obra.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood,
Ayabot. Ayabot. Ayabot.
I love you.
blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure. Love is absolute.
Ayabot.
Ang hari may angking galing. Ang hari nasa puso ang lakas. Ang hari may kakaibang tapang. Andito na ang bagong Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis ng dating, bangis ng sarap, bangis ng kagat. Leon Extra Strong Beer. Tikman ang bangis ng Leon. Sa bangis mong Leon!
We're at halftime of this battle between ETON Century Park Hotel and Philippine National Bank. At the halftime break, ETON Century Park Hotel leading 39-35. This is your BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Action continues in our fifth and main game of the day as we take a look at the highlights from the first half of play. Once again, this is Diego De Paz, joined by Coach Junkay De Guzman. And Coach Junkay, first off, what has ETON Century Park Hotel done right, and what has PNB done right so far in this first half, and any points of improvement for either side?
As we look at the halftime stats, itong si PNB has shot 35% from the field as compared to the 45% ni ETON Century Park. That's why they're up by 4. Aside from that, yung 3-point shooting ni ETON, 6 out of 13 for a very impressive 46% as compared to the 4 out of 12 nitong si Philippine National Bank. At the same time, very close when it comes to rebounds, 23-20 in the favor of PNB, and even yung assists natin at 10 apiece for both teams. As you can see, maliit yung lead, slight din yung advantages in departments for both teams. So, as you can see, yung point guard play or yung guard play ng PNB and ETON, Mitchell Tan has done a great job anchoring itong offense ni ETON Century Park Hotel with Arwin Albano, who's not his usual self in this game. So, again, in the first quarter, itong si Mitchell Tan scored 11 points. Second quarter, 2 points lang siya, pero he was able to orchestrate itong offense ni Century Park Hotel. That's why they're still up by 4. For PNB naman, they were involving their bigs early in the first quarter. Coach Mactan called the timeout, nag-adjust yung defense nila, and throughout the half, na-negate yung bigs ng PNB nitong si ETON Century Park. Even though they aren't really match in terms of manpower, kumbaga hindi 1:1 yung malalaki nitong si ETON Century Park. At the same time, itong si PNB is as we discuss the leading scorers, that's why they're still in striking distance. It's because of Jemar Luwalhati. Pero outside Jemar Luwalhati, the 70 points of Jemar Luwalhati, it's only De La Cruz who had 5 early points, as after nun wala na because of foul trouble. And itong si Ramos, 4 points all from free throws. Pero aside from that, very quiet na yung production ng PNB when it comes to scoring. For ETON Century Park Hotel, it's Mitchell Tan, 11 points in the first quarter, 3 of those coming 3 straight threes. Tapos 13 points to end the half. It was Querido also who added to the 3-point shooting barrage of ETON Century Park Hotel. That's why they're up in this game. And ito si Arwin Albano, even though he's not his usual self, is still in the leading scorers of this game.
Oh, very surprising. Albano averaging 14 points, 14 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Actually, those were the numbers from his first two games. First two games. Oh, kasi 22 points, 19 rebounds in his second game for the team. That was against Lufthansa Technique last Saturday. And we're about to get things started shortly. And again, ETON Century Park Hotel leading by just 4 points against PNB 39-35 as we start the third quarter of action. And it's brought to you by Century Park Hotel Manila. Yap. They go to Mon Alejo. Alejo with a spin. And he got defended well there by PNB's defense.
From the looks of it, they're trying to get the third foul of De La Cruz early. Kaya si Mon Alejo yung naging point of attack nila in that first possession.
Parang decoy kumbaga. And Ramos knocks down the triple to cut this to a 1-point ball game.
Yes, Ramos, as outside of the 4 free throws that he made in the first half, struggled offensively. Siguro he was trying to push the pace too much. So medyo kailangan niyang bagalan ng konti and reassess things. So good thing he was able to hit the 3 to start the third quarter for PNB.
10 seconds on the shot clock. The jumper missed by Jay Yap. And now Luwalhati, forward pass. And as we see, our players on the floor brought to you by ETON for ETON Century Park Hotel. Querido Yap, Tan, Alejo, and Albano. For PNB, that's Ramos, Rivera, De La Cruz, Imperial, and Luwalhati. Straight away 3. Not the usual Arwin Albano range, but he tried to extend somehow. Yap for 3. Got it! And that extends the ETON Century Park Hotel lead back to 4.
Yes, and J-Up is someone that you couldn't leave. You shouldn't allow him to shoot those casual shots because gusto niya yung mga set shots na yan. And we know that he could hit those casual jumpers.
And the steal completed by ETON Century Park Hotel. Jay Yap tried to go for a two-man game there with Matthew Querido, pero case of overpassing there for ETON. And the three-pointer, Jemar Luwalhati, once again makes this a 1-point ball game.
A 5-point swing there. Could have been a 4-point lead for ETON Century Park, but it's down to 1 now.
17 on the shot clock. Here comes the move by Arwin Albano. They send it to the corner, pero eagle eye by our official, finding that si Matthew Querido stepping at the sideline.
Masyadong sobra yung gather step niya patalikod. That's why his foot hit the sideline.
Yeah, gather step, negative step, whatever kind of step. You gotta get stepping.
And again, it's Jemar Luwalhati who's keeping PNB alive, Diego. Yung offense sa kanya na lang umiikot. At the same time, they need to get the others involved. Yan.
They go down low, pero niluwa ng ring ang tira ni Christopher De La Cruz. As we mentioned earlier, in foul trouble through most of the first half.
Baka nasira yung rhythm niya because of that foul trouble.
Albano, extra pass, 3 on the way, but to no avail for Kenneth Saavedra. Now Mitchell Tan surveying the floor. Tan, quick first step, but bothered there by Jemar Luwalhati on defense. Now Ramos, forward pass, JV Imperial, and nice find to Ron Rivera for the lay.
Yes, Ron Rivera has been quiet for quite some time. As I couldn't remember him scoring in the first half aside from that floater he took prior to that shot.
PNB back in the lead here, 43-42. Quietly like that, like a thief in the night. Rivera with the steal, forward pass, Luwalhati, but Mitchell Tan got ahead of him. And it's now a power play for ETON Century Park Hotel. And right there, Jay Yap, one more time from deep. And ETON Century Park Hotel back in the lead, 45-43.
Jay Yap, again, hitting those casual jumpers, left unmarked, easy 3 points for him.
Skip pass to Ramos, three-pointer, short. Rivera on the putback. That was a few centimeters away from being a three-point play.
Yeah.
And one more time, a foul called on Arwin Albano. So Albano tagged for his second personal foul. So going to the free throw line for PNB, that is Ron Rivera, averaging 8.6 rebounds this season.
So far, a far cry from his averages, yung output ni Ron Rivera today, Diego.
Yeah, that's 2.3 rebounds, 2 assists tonight. or should we say this afternoon, this late afternoon. And Rivera misses both free throws. And now ETON Century Park Hotel slowing things down with Arwin Albano momentarily playing point before handing it off to Mitchell Tan. Tan spins, drives, kicks it to Yap one more time, missing that heat check. Dualhati with the rebound.
Ganda ng misdirection play doon ni Mitchell Tan, Diego.
Oh, 2 tries. And now here's a third for PNB. And it will go Century Park Hotel's way. But hold on, hold on. There'll be 10 seconds on the shot clock.
The way Mitchell Tan's playing, Diego, I don't know if someone has called him this, pero parang maestro siya.
There we go.
maglaro.
I think that's a perfect way of putting it.
Yeah,
really.
the way he's orchestrating the offense of ETON Century Park. Maestro Mitch, pwede ba yun?
Yeah,
O
Maestro
masyado-
Mitch. Oh.
O masyadong bado yung Maestro Mitch, pero I
pero
mean,
nga lang, there's no other way of putting it.
Yeah.
Especially na the way that he's been directing traffic here. J Yap lost the leather. Now here's the attack. Oh, and a nifty finish coming from Nestor Ramos.
That's why he's been wanting to push the pace since the first quarter, itong si Nestor Ramos, because of the things that he could do once he pushes the ball.
15 to shoot for ETON Century Park Hotel.
Good backdoor defense.
Yeah, Albano sends it to the corner. Yap knocks down another triple. And I believe that is triple number 4.
Yes.
For Mitchell Tan. Oh, and Rivera there, like a pest. Defending Ron Rivera, who gets tagged with the offensive foul.
Hindi siya sana offensive foul, Diego, if Rivera didn't extend his elbow into
There we go.
Saavedra. Kung simple turn lang, pwede pang i-let go or hindi consider na offensive foul. Pero because of the
Right.
extension, ayun, nahuli siya ng mga referees natin.
Oh, that's another traveling violation called. Moises Teñoso forgot to dribble before taking that step.
Kaya importante yung rip when you're about to take a step para dribble first.
Yeah. Ramos sends it to Luwalhati. Drives right. Where's the kick? But a miss, unfortunately, for Ramos. Now Mitchell Tan. Gave it up here to the big man, Arwin Albano. 12 seconds to shoot. Baseline jumper won't go through. Now here comes Kimbert Felipe, gets a rebound there earlier. Ramos. Luwalhati. Shot clock down to 12. Luwalhati drives middle. The kick out pass. 3-pointer. Two bounces, no good. Luwalhati was right there for the rebound and put back off that JV Imperial miss.
Yes, Luwalhati again keeping PNB in striking distance, and itong si Imperial, Diego, one of the vital key players nitong si PNB, has been silent in this game so far. Siguro yun din yung reason that's why they're just in striking distance and not in the lead.
5 to shoot, but a steal by Jemar Luwalhati. Luwalhati missed that bunny. My goodness, what a ball game. What a ball game. And if you pay the price for admission here, probably already got your money's worth.
Through that.
Pero buti na, free admission.
Yeah.
So again, games are on Saturdays. So if you have time and you're around the area here at in Quiapo, Manila, drop on by for some great hoops action. As you saw earlier, Kimbert Felipe getting that one bounce shot and in. And don't look now, PNB with that 1-point lead, 49-48. Albano missing that gimme from just top of that restricted semicircle.
And again, with a miss like that, Diego, you could say na itong si Arwin Albano, he's not it's not his usual self today.
If we're going to look at the quarter scoring, it's 14-9 for PNB. That's why they're in the lead right now. And there is a foul called against Bernard Parapara. Right now, Eton Century Park Hotel has this, shall we say, golden opportunity to pull off this upset this late afternoon. But right now, PNB clinging on to that precarious 1-point lead, 49-48. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and that pass by Arwin Albano did not click with Mon Alejo. They didn't have that, that telepathic communication. Oh, that's another bad pass. Parang ano yata eh. Alam ko I read somewhere ngayon daw Mercury retrograde. Baka yata ganun yun, no?
Yeah.
Kasi nagkakaroon ng miscommunication eh.
Ang dami, 2 straight yun.
Yeah. 16 on the shot clock. If I can't pass it, I'll take it. But a miss there by Arwin Albano.
Might as well shoot it rather than commit a turnover, sabi ni Arwin Albano.
J Yap gets called for that last foul on a driving play by Nestor Ramos. So Yap will sit out.
With this Arwin Albano struggle so far, Diego, hindi kaya magkaroon ng law of averages that once we enter the fourth quarter, mag-iba yung
ihip ng hangin, no?
Yung ihip ng hangin kasi
Pwede.
This is basketball, it's a game of numbers and
I mean, the more you attempt, eventually babagsak rin yan eh.
Totoo.
Unless of course talagang balibag ang mga tira mo.
If you're shooting not to make it.
Exactly, oo. Iba na yan.
Yeah. May biyahe na ang tawag. May sariling lakad.
Oo. Well-deserved rest here for Nestor Ramos as we head into the fourth quarter shortly. And now here comes Century Park Hotel. Mitchell Tan sends it back to Matthew Querido. Querido attacks. They drop it down low. Albano. Alejo, the jumper, knocks it in.
Not the usual shots that he takes, pero if the opportunity permits, why not? And he makes it.
Eton Century Park Hotel leading by 1, 50-49. They kick it out. Clarence Sardenia. Wow! Muntika na ang kanyang layup. Again, that was an Egay Billones-like drive to the basket.
Yeah, I think he was expecting the contact pero hindi nangyari kaya na-off yung timing ni Clarence Sardenia in that previous attempt.
More like he should have played to make sure that he was attempting a basket, right? Instead of, wishing for a contact. But Mon Alejo right there. Hand in the face, not a problem.
Yeah. Back-to-back jumpers for Mon Alejo.
45 seconds left. Cerdeño. Now to Felipe. They kick it back out. Right now, PNB trying to find that opening. 9 to shoot. They need to put up a shot soon. They drop it down low, but a miss from close range by Bernard Parapara. PNB recovers the possession, and they make it. Courtesy of Christian Peñaflor. And they close within 1. Shot clock is off, 15 seconds remaining. Extra passes. They find a man at the baseline, but a miss. Mon Alejo tried to recover that. 2 seconds left. And the time runs out here in the third quarter. At the end of 3, Eton Century Park Hotel clinging on to that 1-point lead, 52-51, Coach Yungkay.
Yes, for the third quarter, itong si PNB, mas fluid yung offense nila. At the same time, for Eton Century Park, they still continue to hit those jumpers. Mon Alejo, crucial back-to-back jumpers. That's why they're still up by 1 to enter the fourth.
At the end of 3 quarters, ETON Century Park Hotel 52, PNB 51. We'll be back with 4th quarter of action here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are, where dreams unfold, and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story, belong here.
The right hydration matters.
To perform.
To win.
To rise.
With Summit Natural Drinking Water.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration with the right minerals. Rise to the summit.
This is the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. And the 4th quarter of action is brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila. ETON leading against PNB 52-51. My name is Diego Da Paz, joined by Coach Jonkay De Guzman, coming to you from courtside at Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. It's going to remain with ETON CPH to start the 4th quarter. Final stretch of this interesting matchup.
Diego, if the trend continues na close yung quarters natin, it looks like we're in for a good one.
Yeah. So during the first quarter, ETON Century Park Hotel outscored PNB 22-18. It was a 17-all tie in the second quarter. And in the third quarter, PNB outscoring ETON Century Park Hotel by a slim margin, 16-13. So that's how close it has gotten. And there's a foul on that last play, so that it will send Moises Teñoso to the free throw line and extending this ETON lead to 2. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line to at least give them a 2-point cushion.
So far, itong si De La Cruz, Diego, for PNB has been silent.
Yeah.
After being getting into foul trouble last game. 11 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. So, very far yung output niya from his previous top performer.
Yeah.
Nung last game.
Yeah, basically a far cry from his previous performances. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Philippine National Bank. Extra passes. Ramos for 3. Left it short. Long rebound and CPH off and running. Oh! And Querido, smart move there as he recovers the loose ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Yap. Back to Querido. Querido, straight away 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! It's now a 5-point advantage for ETON Century Park Hotel.
I was about to say, Diego, na tahimik itong si Querido, pero just as I was about to open my mouth, he hits the 3-pointer.
Walhati to Ramos. They feed the ball down low. And Adrian Arcaya operating down low, and he gets fouled. So 2 shots on the way for Arcaya. Arcaya makes the first.
Nothing but net for Arcaya.
Yes, sirree. Arcaya, second free throw, rolls out. Rebound goes to ETON Century Park Hotel. Playing point here is Matthew Querido. Querido attacks left. Drive and kick. Jay Yap missing the 3. Rebound, Dualhati, forward pass, Ramos. Ramos is on the run, and Ramos says, see ya later.
When you have a transition opportunity, you need to find Nestor Ramos.
Oo.
For sure, he's gonna make things happen.
And hindi lang yun, nakita mo, parang si J. Yap, just moved out of the way.
Yeah.
Rebound by Ramos here. Nestor Ramos kicks it out to Luwalhati. Floater off window. At mukhang sarado yata ang PNB ngayong Sabado.
Hanggang sa basketball, dala yung pagkasara ng bangko.
Exactly.
Pero it's interesting to see yung so far it's been Nestor Ramos and Jemar Luwalhati who's been contributing for PNB. Pero ang interesting doon is yung contrasting styles nila.
Yes.
Luwalhati who kumbaga medyo nonchalant yung approach niya sa laro, and then itong si Ramos naman yung rara style niya has been effective so far in this game.
18 to shoot here for Century Park Hotel. J. Yap gets fouled. That was a poor closeout on Lawrence Ligayo.
It's the second time today that PNB has closed out on a shooter na foul nila. So, I mean, yes, ETON Century Park has been hitting their three-pointers, but you need to challenge wisely since it's still a low percentage shot.
56 to 54 for ETON. Again, that is a three-point attempt earlier, so that's 2 more free throws on the way. 0 for 2.
And luckily for PNB, J-Yap missed two of the first 3.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, first 2 of the 3 pala.
Yeah, parang nagmumukhang genius bigla yung foul ni Lawrence Ligayo.
Yeah.
1 out of 3 from the free throw line. And now here comes PNB on their offense. 12 seconds on the shot clock. That late pass by Jemar Luwalhati. And now on the run. And hey, that's a layup by Arvin Albano in transition.
Timely basket for Arvin Albano. He's been struggling all game. So let's see if that's a start for him. At the same time, ETON Century Park Hotel could build a run on that.
Now bonus free throw on the way for the big man, Arvin Albano. But misses the bonus for ETON Century Park Hotel. Albano now with 7, 9, and 4 this afternoon.
Struggling siya niyan, Diego. 7 points is decent, pero yung 9 and 4, ano pa rin, at par na Arvin Albano numbers.
Oo nga parang, even if he doesn't produce that much, but with ETON Century Park Hotel, having an assortment of weapons this afternoon, not a problem.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mitchell Tan, right place, right time, off that Mon Alejo air ball.
No one boxed out Mitchell Tan there.
And now look at this ETON lead, now at 7 points. Especially that PNB starting to crumble. And what a worst time for Ron Rivera to have a wedgie.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I believe, Diego, it's the biggest lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's take a look. For PNB, their biggest lead was at 6. For ETON Century Park Hotel, yes. Well, it's actually at 8 points earlier.
8 points.
This is just a 7-point lead at the moment for ETON Century Park Hotel. And that's an offensive foul called on Mon Alejo. Didn't need to, exaggerate that screen earlier. Especially that they have this commanding lead. Luwalhati swings it to Ramos. Shot clock down to 17. Jemar Luwalhati straight away. Now they go down low. Back to Ramos. 3 ball. Left it short. And Mon Alejo boxed out well for that rebound. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Could have been a backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Querido. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Makes his move. The drive and kick. Goes to Arwin Albano. Albano gets rejected by Ron Rivera.
A good weak side help there for PNB. Luckily, Ron Rivera was there to swat Arwin Albano's attempt, which akala natin parang ano na yun 2 points na automatic yun kung hindi siya na-block ni Ron Rivera.
Yeah, Ron Rivera with the long arms of the law. 4-on-5 attack. Lualhati knocks it in from the keyhole. And it's 61-56 for ETON. And Coach Mactan burns his first timeout of the second half. This timeout brought to you by Modern Fox.
Down we
We are down to the final 5 minutes and 18 of this fourth and final quarter. Another down-the-wire finish here for ETON Century Park Hotel against the 2-0 Philippine National Bank. 61-56. Now Mitchell Tan serving the floor. Defended here by JV Imperial. Mitchell Tan, drive and kick. J Yap, bing, bang, boom!
Again, it's been the 3-point shooting of Eton Century Park Hotel that has been keeping them alive and in the lead comfortably, actually.
Yes.
Because every time that PNB has an opportunity to get closer, they find ways to manage their lead. So laging laging 3-pointers nakakasagot itong si Eton Century Park. And again, PNB has to recognize that Eton has been locating their shooters and knocking down their 3-point attempts. So it's important na pag may drive, stay home ka na sa shooters.
And Mitchell Tan now being boxed here by Imperial. Another 3-ball, this time Matthew Querido Son.
And again, it's about recognition of shooters. Querido has made around 2 to 3-pointers already in this game. And if there's a ball screen for a shooter, you don't go under, you go over.
Yeah.
So yun yung nag-recognize ni Querido na yung Nestor Ramos went under the ball screen. There was a separation. He had space for a shot and took it and made it.
Now Querido kicks it out. Another 3-pointer on the way. But this time, unlucky.
Gusto na rin sumali ni Tanyoso sa 3-point party.
Rivera going downhill, spins, and there's a foul called against J Yap, lowering that hand. And if you lower that hand, that's an automatic foul. Referees will call it 8, or should we say 9 out of 10 times.
Yes. We coaches always say na when you slap down, you're giving the referee a chance to blow his whistle.
Yun. Oo. Yun nga, may kapartner ako sa ibang liga si Coach Anton De Los Reyes. And yun na nga ang sinasabi niya sa akin
So I guess lahat ng coaches yun ang sasabihin.
Exactly. Parang nag-spread na siya
Tsaka maraming coaches yan talaga ang pet peeve nila. Especially those sa mga very OC defensively.
Yes. It's down to a 7-point ball game. Earlier, Eton CPH tied their biggest lead at 8. Mitchell Tan, extra pass. Yap. Oh, and it's a 3 in the key. I'm not sure if it was Tenyoso or it was Albano.
Parang ina-anticipate na may 3-point attempt na mangyayari in that possession.
3:08 remaining. Enough time for Philippine National Bank to make a comeback. Ramos! That's Nestor Ramos knocking down the triple from the right elbow. 4-point ball game, 67-63. Midnight hours of this match. Mitchell Tan uses that screen. Set by Tenyoso. Tan, they drop the ball down low. Arwin Albano, extra pass. Tenyoso misses that floater. And PNB now with a counterattack. Luwalhati goes downhill. That was a fancy pass going to Christopher De La Cruz. Now back to Jemar Luwalhati. Imperial misses the three. Mitchell Tan gets the rebound. 2 minutes and 15 remaining. Mitchell Tan pitches it forward. And now in the hands here of Matthew Querido. Tan, 14 to shoot. Gave it up here to Arwin Albano. Shot clock down to 8, and we are down to the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Century Park Hotel. And on that drive, a foul called against Philippine National Bank.
Well, that wasn't a good foul to give. Eton Century Park Hotel only had 5 seconds to work up something, pero now that you fouled, you're giving them a chance to reset and burn more time in the clock. And more enough, penalty siya.
Yes. Getting things from bad to worse for PNB. Currently, they are down by 4 points. But Arwin Albano could make it 6. Teka, let me correct myself. He could make it 5.
5.
With this next free throw.
But he still continues to struggle. Itong si Arwin Albano from offensively. Offensively.
Yeah. 5 out of 13 tonight for Eton Century Park Hotel. 10 out of 19 for PNB. That's from the 4.5 meter line. And Albano makes 1 out of 2. Okay, so looks like Jemar Luwalhati. Looks like he's not doing so hot. But even though right now he's trying to signal with a thumbs up that he's all right. But looks like the officials. Looks like the officials though they're trying to protect yung welfare ng players natin.
End of the day, what's important is the health of our players.
Exactly. So yeah, but still looks like play will continue. And again, we'd like to thank UERM Medical Center for providing us with, the medics that that attend to our players during our game days. 19 on the shot clock, and that was Kimbert Felipe drawing that foul. And this game, it's got its highs, lows, ups and downs, and I think we've seen everything. Both of these teams, throwing everything, including the kitchen sink already.
Kimbert Felipe unable to sink the first of 2 free throws.
Oh, it's 5-point ball game. All important here for PNB to make their free throws or even baskets, and Felipe misses both.
Yes, and that's 10 of 21 shooting for PNB. So that's 11 missed free throws.
Making things bad to worse for their case. And it might be a minute and 38 away. Oh no! That's an offensive foul called against Mitchell Tan. Oh, that's a tough break for Eton Century Park Hotel. Minute and 35 remaining. Ramos straightaway 3, left it short. Mon Alejo tried to save it, but it's off his fingertips. A minute and a half remaining here in this fourth and final quarter. Felipe hands it back here to Jemar Luwalhati. Baseline jumper, and Jemar Luwalhati. Oh, and Mon Alejo gets called for that unsportsmanlike foul.
So back-to-back boo-boos for Eton Century Park Hotel. First was the offensive foul of Mitchelton. Now, a potential unsportsmanlike foul on Mon Alejo against Mon Alejo on Jemar Luwalhati.
Yeah, let's take a look at that play one more time. That was that landing spot. There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a poor close out there for Mon Alejo. So they do upgrade that one. They do uphold the unsportsmanlike foul. So it falls under criteria 1, not a legitimate attempt to play the ball within the spirit and intent of the rules. So now Jemar Luwalhati will take the bonus free throw, and then there will be the possession will remain with PNB, and they could tie the ball game with a field goal in this next possession. Right now, that's Coach Roel Bihasa calling that timeout, and it's brought to you by Modern Fox. There's the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. And we are down to the final minute and 23 of this thrilling matchup between Eton Century Park Hotel and PNB. PNB gets possession after that unsportsmanlike foul whistled against Mon Alejo on that basket. Counted by Jemar Luwalhati. Will you go for a quick 2 or will you go for a 3 like that from Luwalhati? Bang! Bang! Boom! Jemar Luwalhati.
Well, if you have rhythm from making a field goal, a free throw shot, might as well shoot it from 3 off a timeout.
And PNB regains the lead for the first time in a long time. Under a minute remaining. Here's the drive, the kick, corner, Mitchelton missing it. And the great recovery coming from Moises Teñoso, and there's a pushing foul called against PNB. That will mean free throws for Century Park Hotel's Moises Teñoso.
Yes, Moises Teñoso, previous trip to the free throw line, he shot 1 out of 2. Let's see if he's up for the task for this pressure-packed free throws.
First free throw sinks. Second free throw on the way for the lead. Oh, and no good. And he tries to track down the rebound. But there will be a review of that last sequence.
But from the looks of it, Diego, real time. There were 2 Eton Century Park players that went for the ball. So,
yeah.
But let's see. I mean, that's why ayan.
Oh, there we go.
Quick
Officially. To judge already.
Decide, yung referees natin.
45 seconds remaining. Now in the hands here of Nestor Ramos. 15 seconds remaining. Shot clock down to 12. Screen set here by Felipe. Ramos springs free, misses the jumper. Rebound secured by Arwin Albano. 1 second difference between game and shot clock. Hang on to your seats, folks. We are in for a wild finish. Now they go to Querido. 9 on the shot clock. Querido fires, misses. And a rebound by Jemar Luwalhati. 2 seconds left. Needs to put it up. Ramos for the win. No! And for the first time this season, we are going to overtime. 69 all. 40 minutes not enough. And we will go to an extra session. And we will be right back to bring you the conclusion of this match on the other side of this break. Don't go away. You got more action coming your way as we take a look at some of the highlights, Jonkai.
Yes, Diego. ETON Century Park Hotel seems they had a comfortable lead, pero a bunch of miscues towards the end. Jemar Luwalhati happened, 6 straight points.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they couldn't make one in their offensive opportunity. Last few seconds, ETON Century had the chance, pero again, as I was saying earlier, Diego, tuloy lang yung trend.
Yeah.
So, baka, can we say it's double overtime o wag muna?
Wag na. 5 minutes of extra session coming your way up next.
As we wait for resumption for game, I'm trying to reverse jinx it already, Diego.
Okay. Pero again, so much action that we've seen throughout this match. And we've seen everything. They've thrown everything, including the kitchen sink. And we'll be right back for the extra session.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are. Where dreams unfold and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story, belong here.
And we're about to bring you overtime of this battle between ETON Century Park Hotel and Philippine National Bank. And this overtime is brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila. Diego Da Paz, Coach Jonkai De Guzman bringing you the action from here inside the Tanduay gym. And the jumper goes through silky smooth for Nestor Ramos. PNB now with a 2-point lead, 71-69. And again, as we mentioned earlier, at the top of the broadcast, PNB staking their unblemished 2-0 record. Oh, what a rebound there, but that pass a little too strong but from Tenyoso. That's a backcourt violation on ETON Century Park Hotel. "14 seconds on the shot clock here for PNB. Now they go here to Nestor Ramos. Kill this dribble. Hands it off to Jemar Luwalhati. 5 on the shot clock. They need to put up a shot here. 1 second left and the 24-second buzzer has just sounded. PNB with little to no clock awareness of that possession.
Oh, tsaka surprising that even the bench wasn't shouting the shot clock in that possession. So, you could see na, kumbaga, may pressure talaga in this game.
Again at stake here is a chance to join Philippine Airlines and Asia Brewery Cobra Rice with 3-0 records to start the season. Follow-away jumper won't go in for Arwin Albano. Ramos setting up the table here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Ramos sidesteps, knocks down the triple. 1, 2, 3. And don't look now, PNB starting to gain control and momentum here in the overtime period. No answer right there for Matthew Querido. And now they go to Nestor Ramos. Nestor Ramos tonight, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, Could he add 2 more, but misses that jumper. Great recovery coming from Felipe. And a great stop from ETON Century Park Hotel. And both teams already in penalty, so Arwin Albano will take 2 from the free throw line. So 2 foul shots here for ETON Century Park Hotel and a miss by Arwin Albano.
Again, Arwin Albano continues to struggle. I mean, if siguro scoring-wise, if Arwin Albano had his usual numbers, baka hindi naging ganito yung laro natin, Diego. At the same time, it's Mitchell Tan has gone silent. Jay Yap has been silent also. So, it's more of siguro na-recognize na rin ni PNB yung to stay home in their on the shooters of ETON Century Park.
2 minutes and 28 remaining. We are down to the midnight hours of the overtime period. So Mitchell Tan with 18 points. And then Querido and Yap each with 13 for Century Park Hotel. Offensive rebounds going the way of PNB. And we are down to the last 2 minutes. Brought to you by Century Park Hotel. Tenyoso extra pass. Jay Yap misses the 3. Albano lefty finish. No dice. Now Jemar Lualhati with that rebound. Now here comes the move by Lualhati. Lualhati, nice find. But that finish, no good for Christopher De La Cruz.
Door is still open for ETON Century Park. Diego.
Double-double, by the way, for Jemar Lualhati. 32 points, 10 rebounds, and a steal by Arcaya. And the finish on the other end for JV Imperial. And timeout called by Coach Mac Tan and ETON Century Park Hotel. And we'll be right back after this timeout brought to you by Modern Fox. We're back for the final minute and 9 of this overtime period. Mitchell Tan feeds the ball down low to Albano, and 2 more free throws on the way for Arwin Albano.
So Arwin Albano, I've been mentioning it all game long. Sorry sa viewers natin if medyo
repetitive
repetitive na. Pero Arwin Albano has been very crucial for his team, and yung struggles niya today has been very evident, tsaka very impactful.
Yeah.
If only Arwin Albano has produced his usual scoring numbers, hindi malalagay sa ganitong situation itong si ETON Century Park Hotel.
Definitely. That is, I mean, if ETON Century Park Hotel will fall to this loss, that will be, they will just have to look at themselves and the series of miscues they had late in the fourth quarter
Yes.
to show for what happened. And looks like it will be it, with not only the body language of Eton Century Park Hotel, but with the way that they failed to execute here in overtime. And they've been totally outscored here. As we take a timeout brought to you by Modern Fox. We'll be right back. This is the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. And we're about to conclude this ball game. Of course, save for, any wild sequences. Coach Yongkai.
Yes, Diego. If nothing bizarre happens, it looks like that PNB is on their way to their third straight win.
Yes.
And share the top of the standings with Philippine Airlines and the defending champions, Cobra Rice.
Yes. Luwalhati, though, misses the front end of two. He misses both. Rebound secured by Moises Teñoso. Teñoso quickly to the front court. And here's the attack. That's a great reverse layup from Arwin Albano. 21.5 seconds remaining. 3-point ball game. De La Cruz nearly turns the ball over, and a quick foul by Jay Yap. 18.9 seconds remaining. And a chance for Philippine National Bank to put some insurance points from the free throw line, courtesy of Adrian Arcaya.
So in the previous free throw trip for PNB, 2 missed free throws by Jemmer Luwalhati. So let's see Arcaya could ice the game for them.
And Arcaya not only gives them that 1 foot in, but rips through the net for that insurance point. Arcaya makes both. No more timeouts for Eton Century Park Hotel. Mitchell Tan at the corner, sets up a three, hits the side of the board. And 10 seconds left, and that might be it.
Yes.
That might be it. That will be it. And Coach Mac Tan, the first to give his congratulations to PNB, joining the duo of Philippine Airlines and Asia Brewery Cobra Rice atop the team standings. And Arcaya missing the first of 2 free throws. It's a 5-point ball game. Arcaya sinks the second. 9 seconds left. Mitchell Tan racing to the front court. Querida steps back. 3-pointer. Couldn't nail it, and that will be it. Your first overtime of the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025 ends with PNB on top over Eton Century Park Hotel 79-73. And that concludes our 5-game set today, as we take a look at some of the highlights from this exciting overtime battle, Coach Yukay.
Yes, Diego, with a game that has been that we saw a lot of 3-pointers. It's a matter of who could hit the timely ones. And
Yes.
for PNB, Eton Century Park had an 8-point lead. Jemar Luwalhati happened, then a bunch of miscues towards the end that gave them the opportunity to actually win the game, pero they weren't able to grab it in the end of regulation. Pero very timely hits for Nestor Ramos in overtime. So doon na, hindi na nangyari yung mga usual 3-pointers ni Eton Century Park. The Arwin Albano struggles. That's why PNB shares the top of the lead with Cobra Rice and Philippine Airlines.
Oh yes, definitely. That will conclude our matches today. 3-point highlights brought to you by Lufthansa Technique. You know, and a lot of them, by the way, Coach Jongkai, as we saw earlier. 9 out of 29 from 3-point range for PNB. For Eton Century Park Hotel, they went 12 out of 31, and yet they still lost.
So, timely hits talaga yung kailangan. Not just the number, but even though itong si Eton Century Park Hotel made 12 3-pointers, itong si PNB weathered the storm by making timely hits. 19 of 51 from field goals. Bali, parang yun yung nag-cancel out eh. Even though they were there was a 3-pointer deficit.
Mitchell Tan is our best assist man of the game. He dished out a whole lot of assists. That's 5 assists in a losing effort. And of course, while we're waiting for more awardees, a quick recap of our results for today. Tanduay winning over PMFTC 87-82. Philippine Airlines on top of the standings 89-85. Lufthansa Technique Philippines downing UARM Medical Center 102-85. Cobra Rice Asia Brewery joining Philippine Airlines atop the team standings 113-70. And of course, just now our overtime victory for Philippine National Bank 79-73, and of course our top rebounder of the game, and it's brought to you by Macro Asia. That was none other than Arwin Albano. And of course we've got, you know, someone that really pulled out a lot of awards for our game today.
Well deserved for our awardee to be. Itong player na to who, again, here, Jemar Luwalhati, the 3-point shooter, PNB 3-point shooter of the game. When PNB was struggling, when Eton Century was building on a lead, Jemar Luwalhati was there.
5 out of 8 from 3-point range was Jemar Luwalhati. And then, of course, he's also our Asia Brewery Defensive Player of the Game, winning a pack of Vita Milk. Grabe, so nabigla na isang pack na. And of course, Luwalhati finishing with 32 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. And he is our Tanduay Best Player of the Game, leading the way.
Well, third player for the day, Diego, na may Tanduay ka na, may Vita Milk ka pa.
And of course, coming up next, and our best win of the game brought to you by UERM Medical Center, of course, PNB. Of course, with that comeback late in the fourth quarter to snare that victory. Of course, coming up next on Saturday, November 29, still here at Tanduay Gym, we will kick things off at 10 in the morning. UE Manila against Philippine Airlines in what could be a heavyweight battle. Eton Century Park Hotel against Tanduay. Basic holdings in the second game. Defending champion Asia Brewery Cobra Rice versus PMFTC in the Midday Classic. Lufthansa Technique Philippines versus Macro Asia, and another battle of the Fly Boys. And then in our main game, UERM Medical Center trying to get their first win of the season against Philippine National Bank. Of course, we'd like to thank all the people behind the scenes. Of course, the hardworking men and women working here at the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. And of course, ang ating director na si Direct Dion Andrade. Of course, my partner for tonight. Ito si Coach Jongkai. And of course, yung aking partner earlier, si Coach Bam Ledesma. My name is Yago Dapa, signing off for now. This is the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. And we bid you farewell from the beautiful city of Manila.